AITA for not wanting to be disinvited from a trip I planned? I, 27F, planned a ski trip with my boyfriend, 29M, and some of our friends, mostly his friends. We booked in advance. Told them about it, let them know they could come, or not. We planned on bringing our computers to have a LAN party while we were there. My boyfriend and I game together, once a few people wanted to go. We were really excited. Recently I learned as we arrived at someone's house to watch a game together as a group that I am not invited on the trip any longer because one of his friend's girlfriends couldn't come due to work and now it's going to be a guy's trip. I feel pretty hurt. I got upset and asked them what right they had to disinvite me from a trip that I planned and to basically make it no women allowed for some odd reason. We plan things all the time and I attend. We share the same interests a lot of the time, so I am confused and bothered by the implication that I'd be distracting / in the way / make it less fun. They brushed it off. So they are going now, without me or anyone else with a vagina, I guess. My boyfriend feels torn. He is kind of a people pleaser and doesn't want to make waves. His friends say weird shit sometimes about women, and say they are joking, but this makes me feel like they actually meant those things, and don't even think of me as a friend. Straw/back situation, as some other things have happened that were similar, but I brushed it off as my misunderstanding, at the time. Instead of also being their friend, I'm just their friend's girlfriend, which really hurts because I've really been there for a lot of these guys and gone out of my way for them. One of them projectile vomited in a bathroom at a friend's house everywhere and got embarrassed and didn't know how to clean it while drunk, so I cleaned it up for them. I have hosted at my house and always tried to make it fun. I don't understand. I told them it was fucked up and I planned the trip, so they don't get to decide that. They basically acted like I was being emotional and just needed to get over it. I have refused to talk to some of them since then. Everyone is acting like I don't want them to go and do things, just the guys, and I am being controlling. The narrative has been lost among our friends and I am being painted as a villain compared to other women who were going, who are cool with it. When actually, I don't give a shit. They go out all the time for guys' nights and guys' trips. I just want to enjoy the trip I planned, regardless of being a girl or not. I don't think telling them I'm coming anyway would even do anything. I can't imagine going now, with how they clearly feel. That would be really awkward probably. But it has created a rift between my dude and his friends and they are telling him I'm being unreasonable and overreacting, and he is talking about not going and is really pissed at them but doesn't want to ruin the friend group dynamic. I know I can just plan something else, but this sucks. AITA? Edit. Holy shit. I was not really even expecting any replies. Been working a lot and just checked back on this. Update. I am totally overwhelmed by the support in this community. I really did expect to be TA in this situation. I am reading through everything and really trying not to cry, lol. I will try to respond if I can. I realize the amount of people who actually see me as a friend has dropped drastically. Or it was always that way, and I'm just now seeing it. I feel much sadder about that than a stupid trip. The trip is just the piss icing on the shit cake. I am not going to dump my boyfriend. He deserves the time to try to talk to his friends and see if things can change. I have recused myself from their friend group entirely at this point. He has said that if they continue to behave that way, that he will look for new friends. I believe him. I have had some shitty friends myself, as I was formerly part of a pretty terrible online community, similar to Kiwi Farms. I just grew out of it when I realized, oh, they aren't kidding or trolling or whatever, they're just miserable a-holes. Some of them changed, though, and decided not to be shitheads. That's why we have kind of a frog in boiling water situation. It feels so common to me because of the places I grew up in and the online communities I was a part of. I regret ever being part of anything like that. I was just a lonely, depressed, and angry younger person. Even women can be radicalized in spaces meant to other them. I just understand, I guess. And I still miss those friends, and wish they could let go of their hatefulness. I canceled anything I planned for the trip. I got my deposits back, so no harm done there. He is still going with them, to see if their friendship can be salvaged. We are planning a private trip for just the two of us afterwards. Thank you all so much for responding and taking the time, and for the advice. I feel very lonely for real friends, but at least I know now where I stand.
Relevant comments. Ayuvenka. This is quite possibly the worst update ever. He still went on the trip without you, to salvage a friendship with people who clearly hate you, and you're gonna give him another chance?
OP. The thing is, it became a friend's trip for just them. I didn't want him to be the only person not there, if those friendships were salvageable. I lost most of my good friends that I grew up with to drugs, the oil field, car accidents, suicide, and homicide. Then I moved away from the rest. I didn't want to put him through something similar or give an ultimatum. He has since stopped talking to most of them, because they were being a bunch of cants apparently. He plays games online with a handful, but the rest have been sloughed off in the past few weeks. They became more and more vocal and argumentative. So he sees how things really were. I think if I had reacted too strongly after the fact, he might have been taken in by their bullshit. Texas sucks. Can't wait to move. Update 2. I thought they didn't care that I canceled everything, but found out they were actually really pissed because of how close it was to the trip dates compared to when I originally booked. They had to pay a lot more. Had to split multiple thousands between them, adding up to additional hundreds of dollars extra, each, at the last minute. They all hate me now. But I don't care at all. Guys, if you read this and recognize that it's you, stop grabbing women in nightclubs and pretending you don't understand that is sexual assault. Stop talking shit about the women who are nice enough to fuck you. Cottage cheese thighs, I think she's hotter since she started taking pills. You are scum. Stop judging our bodies while you are covered in dark ingrown hairs, a receding hairline, and are insecure because you used to be short and then had steroid shots. It isn't our job to make you feel good about yourself while you trash us. Stop pretending to like people and then trash-talking them to others. Guess what? People talk. I know it all. Everything you said has come out. Stop pushing drinks on people that don't want them. Stop reminiscing about former flings/sexual escapades in front of people's spouses/girlfriends. Stop inviting people's ex-girlfriends around to start drama. Stop worshipping men who hate women. Stop saying women are emotional when men can't control their anger as a whole. You want to talk about self-control? Try it out yourself. Stop thinking you are good people. My dude doesn't even like you all anymore because you proved it was never jokes. You almost convinced him that I was too sensitive and couldn't take a joke. Hope you enjoyed your ski trip. Hope it was worth his friendship. You lost the best person you could have had in your lives just because you think being an a-hole is attractive. I just wanted to be your friend. Thanks for manipulating, gaslighting, and abandoning me instead.